Hi, welcome to the Spring Mix Podcast. I'm Delani and welcome to the LeBron Show. And today we'll be talking about waffles or pancakes. In front of me is my fellow friend Zach, and on my left is my fellow friend Ansel. So the question is, waffles or pancakes? What do you pick?
I pick waffles because it has things made for the syrup to go in it. I don't see pancakes having it.
What about you, Ansel?
Pancakes because I can't get soggy waffles out of my head.
But have you ever tried toasting the waffle longer?
Ooh,
No. Then do that.
you should try. No, but like if you make the waffles right, it could be so crispy and just taste so good in your mouth. Like with the butter and the syrup, oh my God.
But you gotta remember, pancakes can also get soggy if you let the syrup sit there for too long.
Oh,
But pancakes are also a good pick. It's kind of like cakes. Like you kind of just, well, without the frosting.
no, but for pancakes as well, it just like gets really sticky, you know? Especially on the plate. And if you leave your fork on the plate right there, like you get syrup on it and, pick it up. You don't want to have a sticky fork.
You gotta remember, IHOP is known for their waffles. Did you see their waffles, hash browns, eggs, and bacon? Oh my. Oh my. But pancakes are also good. Pancakes are like, I'll say it.
But like, what would you rate pancakes out of 10 and waffles?
Pancakes, I'll give them a solid 8, to be honest. But waffles, solid 9. Or if it's a good waffle, 10.
I kind of agree with Delani on the waffles, 9. But if it made really good, definitely a 10. But for pancakes, I'd give it a solid 7.5. Definitely.
Definitely.
It tastes really good, but I don't think it could just beat waffles.
Let's wrap it up. LeBron 3. 1, 2, 3. LeBron.
Hi, welcome to the Spring Mix Podcast. I'm Helena.
Hi, my name is Azhar, and I have some questions for government. Are aliens real?
A witness testified that the government has been aware of non-human activity since 1930s during the House oversight in late July. So that's pretty interesting that they've been keeping secrets since how long? 1930s?
I got research. Congress UFO hearing have left many grip with the U.S. government, has knowledge of alien life, and is in possession of a fully intact alien spacecraft.
We got a lot of the information from Newsweek, and it says that Alien Probe was launched after David Gunch, a United States Air Force vet who previously worked at the National Reconnaissance Office, told the same subject and debriefed that the American government had retrieved several non-human origin technology vehicles, but the government never seemed to mention any of that. American citizens do have a right to know. Since this is their country, they should know what other species of them are there. And if aliens are real, are they good or bad? Thanks for listening.
Hi, welcome to the Spring Mix Podcast. I'm Vida.
I'm Nikita.
And today we'll be talking about if money can buy happiness.
Hi, my name is Daquan Christopher, also known as Mr. Chris. I'm the program director at PS-IS78Q, and I do believe that money can buy happiness.
Why is that?
Money can buy food. Who isn't happy when you have food? Everyone loves pizza. Money can buy pizza.
So you think it can?
Yes, 100%.
Oh, okay. I have a follow-up question. What would you do if you got $1 million each morning, but then at the end of the day, it goes away, and the next morning, it refreshes? What would you spend it on? Mr. Chris?
So what I personally would do is I'll get a house, right? That's the first and foremost. Next is I would actually buy some land in another country, build a house, rent it out as an Airbnb, go on vacation, and then buy food.
You would do that all for $1 million in a day?
Oh, yes, 100%.
Nikita?
So, like what Mr. Chris is saying, I would totally buy some kind of land. I could raise a farm, buy a house, ask people to build a house, And then I'd totally buy like a whole hibachi place, my own restaurant
In terms of the hibachi restaurant, is that a restaurant for you or is that a restaurant
for me.
for you to like actually buy products and sell products?
So like it would be both. Like I hire them. No. So I'd hire people to be at the hibachi restaurant, and then I'd sell my own products because like I can cook, and then I'd hire chefs that can cook better than me, and then I eat that food. You know.
What about you, Vita?
If I had $1 million, I probably would get some food.
Exactly.
Go to a nice sushi restaurant. I get like everything on the menu and then like eat it all.
So you'll pay $1 million for sushi?
Yes, definitely.
So you wouldn't buy a house?
That's after. Like I spend like $2,000 on sushi and then get a house.
Is money good or evil, Mr. Chris?
Money's the root of all evil.
Why?
People do a lot of crazy things for money. And when money get involved, it's not out of love. It's basically because they want to get money. How do you feel about it?
Oh, I think it's good because if you really care for it the right way and spend it like the way that you choose to with the life plan, it'd be good for you.
I feel like it really depends on the person. Because, like, if you thought of money in, like, a very bad way, like, there are robberies that happen and everything, that depends on what kind of person you are and everything. But I feel like if you're someone that's wise with money, I feel like you could spend it in a good way, deal with it in a good way, and do everything with it in a good way. Like, I don't feel like you'd get consumed by the money. That's all for now. Thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
Welcome to the Spring Mix Podcast. We are the Three Jalapenos, and I'm your host, Gimme. And today, me, Timmy, and Jimmy will be talking about possible would you rathers. So, to start off, would you rather eat anything you want and still be healthy or never get sick again? So, let's start off with Timmy.
I would say the first one. Because why not? Eat a plane if you have to.
You know, that's reasonable. I think that's reasonable. How about you, Jimmy?
I would go with the first one. I believe this because I like to eat.
Okay, that's reasonable.
What about you, Gimme?
Okay, I personally think that I would want to never get sick again because I don't like having to stay at home because I can't breathe through my nostrils. Okay, so for our next would you rather sleep or eat? Let's start with you this time, Jimmy.
Good question. I would rather sleep because sleep is like a void. You don't have to do nothing.
I get that.
Mm.
How about you, Timmy?
I would also rather sleep. Why is that? If you sleep, then you don't get hungry. Good reasoning.
I would rather sleep because sometimes the world just gets boring and that's not enough for you. And sometimes it's too much to just sit down and daydream in the middle of class. So just sleeping, you don't even have the power to wake yourself up because you're already fast asleep instead of with a daydream where you have all ability to just get it.
Yeah, why eat when you can sleep?
Yeah. So for our next would you rather be tired or be bored? Let's start back with you, Timmy.
I would rather be tired because my siblings aren't home all the time. Well, they're never home because they live somewhere else. So I don't have anything to do if I'm bored. And if I'm tired, I could just sleep.
Okay. How about you, Jimmy?
I agree with Timmy. Being tired is better than being bored. I say this because you can just sleep. But when you're bored, you have to find something to do.
I'd personally rather be bored because being tired means that eventually I'm going to be bored because I can't do anything because I'm that tired. But like if I'm just bored, then I'm not tired because I could still get my work done, but I'll just be very unhappy doing it because I feel like I want to do something else, you know? That's all for now, Pookies. Bye-bye.
Hi, welcome to the Spring Mix podcast. I'm Jian, and this is Rachel and Madison, and today we'll be talking about The Curse of Hollywood. Warning to those who don't like spooky stories, I would plug your ears. Long, long ago in the kingdom of Hollywood, a king and a queen had 2 daughters, one pretty and bratty, one ugly and kind. But nothing is as it seems. The queen died soon after giving birth to the girls, and the king was never the same. Many years later, the king died on the girl's 16th year. The prettier one, Diana, inherited the throne and the money after much struggle. The uglier one, Victoria, had been overshadowed by her sister because of her looks. Diana getting the throne was the last straw. She started plotting her revenge. 1 year later, Victoria crept into her sister's room. She grabbed the dagger from her pocket and raised it. Of course, at the moment, Diana's eyes fluttered open. "What are you doing?" Diana yelled. Diana traced her escaping sister all the way to the cliff at the edge of the kingdom. Victoria retreated, and Diana crept closer. "How dare you!" "Mark my words, this is not the end," Victoria thundered. Victoria took a step back, off a cliff. She plunged through the darkness.
Victoria screamed. She fell, flailing her arms. Of all the things, she had not expected her plan to fail. Her mind tried to replay her sister's eyes fluttering open. That's when it hit her. Kathy. The maid had walked in as she was about to walk out. She must have heard me from outside, then went to warn Diana. Those 2 have always excluded me, Victoria thought. Then again, she realized she had stopped falling. She found herself in a ditch of potato stacks. She looked up. She saw a peasant staring at her. She scrambled up quickly, realizing it was a boy, adjusted her gown and her hair. "Who are you?" Victoria stuttered. "I'm William, and you just crushed my crop and also my future money." "Sorry." She decided to sober him with a twisted version of what happened before. Once he caved in, he agreed to help her retrieve the throne. That night, he and Victoria disguised as townsfolk and sneaked into the annual gala ball. Victoria watched as William introduced himself to Diana. She saw something spark in her sister's eyes. As William asked Diana to dance, she thought it was finally her moment to strike. She made her way through the room. At last moment, William screamed in an alert and pulled Diana close, just as she barely missed the strike. "What are you doing?" Victoria yelled. Diana managed to mutter, "Guards, Caesar," as she passed cold into William's arms. On the carriage ride to the stake, Diana was deep in thought. Was burning her sister the right thing to do? Especially since it was her wedding day. Yet, this was what was best for the kingdom. Suddenly, the carriage came to a sudden stop. They had arrived. Hand in hand with William, Diana trembled with nerves as she entered the town square. There her sister was, chained to the stake, with a devious look on her face. Diana looked into her sister's eyes, no longer seeing her warm-hearted sister but a demon. In fear, she ordered the guards, "Burn her!" Just realizing what she had commanded, her face flooded with tears. Her sister, meanwhile, stared down at Diana, booming, "This is not the last of my reign." And with that, the flames swallowed up Victoria. Diana said with a steadier voice, "You do not deserve to be remembered, alas. You're my sister. You deserve a grave, at the very least." And with that, she went and got ready for her wedding. At the end of the ceremony, Diana thought she saw Victoria in the crowd. She rubbed her eyes. Victoria was gone. "I'm probably hallucinating," Diana thought, and went back to her chambers with William. And they lived happily ever after. Or did they?
That's all for now. Thanks for listening.